We are fucking live once again for another game review. Today, we're gonna fucking review Bravely Default 2, which is a Square Enix RPG that is crafted in the style of Final Fantasy / Final Fantasy Tactics. Mostly, actually, Final Fantasy 5, actually. It's got the same kind of job system that those do. The job points. You choose your job. This is what we're talking about here as far as that's concerned. Awfully loud fucking intro music as well. Hopefully that's not coming through on your end as hard as it's coming through on mine. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the fucking review. Quickly get this fucking thing transitioned out. Here we go. Now this is the game. It looks nice. So there it is. Controller support, also a plus. So right off the bat, got some pluses in the corner of this. I don't think there'll be any spoilers here. I will try my best not to spoil this. I'm not too far into it. There's a couple of things I'm gonna say that are not spoilers, but still they apply to the end game based on reading material, but again, it's not going to be story related, so you should be alright. But anyway, let's get into this. We've got this game right here on my autosave, and we're stuck in this ruin here, and I'm pretty sure I'm at some sort of boss, so we'll be able to look at this situation here. Anyway, in this game, it's like Final Fantasy. You get some party members. They have a quest they're going on. There's a conflict that involves crystals. It's very much like Final Fantasy in regard to the plot of this game. It's not a bad plot. The characters are very they're likable. They have good relationships with each other. The dialogue is fairly natural. I believe I have it set in Japanese, so if your dialogue option is English, they may suck as voice actors. I have no idea, but the Japanese voice acting is fantastic, and it's very natural dialogue. It doesn't detract from the experience or make you feel like someone's reading off a piece of paper. That's also very good. Anyway, let's just go through a little bit of how this works from this menu before I try to fucking get through this area here. So each of these people, as you can see, has a job, and you'll recognize these fucking jobs right away from Final Fantasy V or Final Fantasy Tactics. We see here the fucking freelancers and Black Mage here, and it works a lot like Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy V in the way that you can have one job, and then you get also a secondary job. This is sub-job down in there, and that allows you to take some of the stuff you've learned from one thing, the passive abilities and the active abilities, and continue to use those while you go through this. So the jobs I've unlocked are Black Mage, White Mage, Vanguard, and Monk, as you can see here. And the more you grind, the more of the stuff you get for each job. Most of these people are set on Freelancer for the reason that I'm trying to unlock the JP up and up ability, which will be passive then on people trying to get more job points, thus reducing the grind time that you need to get where you want to go with your jobs. Now, I have grinded a lot on this, mostly because originally when I started playing this, I wanted to play it with Kaio, but it turned out to be taking too much time for us to be able to play together, so she hopped off, and it's at this point in my hands, so I can go ahead and do whatever. But I did a lot of grinding, and most of that grinding resulted in JP, or job points, and the experience that I gained was not particularly overpowering, as you'll see when I probably get slaughtered by this boss. So the fighting system is a little weird. I'll show you that as well. but I'm at a save point here in the middle of a palace that I believe I've looted every treasure in, because at the bottom right of the screen you can see a little treasure mark there, and that treasure mark, it will show how many treasures are in the area you're in. Obviously there's none here because I collected all of those. So just to the top here, I believe, is this boss encounter. From what I remember, it's pretty tough because I haven't beaten it yet, and I've definitely tried it. This game has a Chrono Trigger style battle initiation system, meaning that you can see your random encounters out on the field. They're actually not really random, but part of them are, because when I get onto that guy, or that guy gets onto me, he will spawn a battle that is different every time. It may have one or two of those grotesque fucking homunculuses, and it may also have just one and some other enemies. So there is a random aspect to these encounters, but you kind of know what you're getting into. As you can see on the overworld map, or on the screen that you're on in the dungeon you're in, you can slash your sword. And if you do that to an enemy that you encounter, you will gain advantage at the beginning of the battle. You'll gain more brave and stuff like that, so you can inflict more damage initially. And if you get caught from the ass end of anything, if someone gets you from behind, you will take a disadvantage in battle as well. It'll be harder to run away, and you will take a lot more damage. The enemy will have more brave. So, no, I've not played the first game, so I come at this from a clean slate perspective of this game as a standalone product. I'm not comparing it to the first one or trying to see whether this is an improvement or not on that. So that's a good question. I'm going to fight a battle with this guy to kind of show you what it's like. Hopefully I'll be able to get a sword slash in. Got it. Okay. So we're in this, and you can hear that immediately. You hear a lot of Final Fantasy style music going on, like the way that it starts up. It really sounds like Final Fantasy. And you'll notice that there's this guy that just appeared out of nowhere that has nothing to do with our party that tried to assist us here. That guy is a temporary guest character, much like in Final Fantasy 3. When I say 3, it's not 6, I mean 3, where you'll get a party member that is not really a party member that will occasionally and randomly come in to try to support what you're doing. So that's what that guy is. And again, to avoid spoilers, I will not explain his context in the story here. So, as you can see, it's not an active time battle system at all. So you have a lot of time to think about what you're going to do, and the reason behind that is the way that these, the way that this combat works is that you can build up action as you progress through your fight. So you've got these different attack things, and it'll say what they do. Like you can execute this with RB, and suddenly now she has a red circle around her, and her brave points have been reduced to 0. This means she can attack 2 times in this turn, and you can actually also go into debt in brave points as well to gain up to 3 attacks initially at the beginning of any fight. So to remove that, you have to click the R trigger button to restore your brave points to their level. If you go to default, which I don't know why they call this default and not defend, but whatever, it's their game. I guess they wanted brave and default in your menu all the time so you can remember Bravely Default is yet another Square Enix game with a name that does not really make sense. For example, Final Fantasy does not make sense because it's far from final! You bitch! Anyway, this is very, I guess, default or whatever, but it's really not, so that's the whole Square Enix thing. So anyway, if I hit default, I will actually go into a defensive posture, taking less damage and building up brave points so that later I can execute more attacks at once. So once you've figured out through actually attacking or doing things to these enemies, their weaknesses will be shown. And also there are these fucking triangles out there on there that say this enemy is going to strike imminently, meaning that within the next turn, all these guys are going to attack. So if she wants to prevent some of these enemies from doing damage to the party, she could select one of the ones that is absolutely going to come and try to prevent that attack from occurring if she had the amount of damage required to take one out. If that makes sense. Yes, Bite Binge. Hey, you want in this? You want in the call? Hey, Bite, you want to... I'm going to give Bite an opportunity to join and comment here. So, let's do that real quick. If it... Hey, Sada ____, what is up, bitch? Unfortunately, as a first-time viewer, I have to explain to you that I normally drink while I play, but I'm in the middle of a work day, so I cannot do that right now. So I just have to be satisfied with the vape. Can't be drinking on the job. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to keep the job very long if I was fucking wasted doing it. So, we'll see if we can get Bite Binge in here, and I'll bring this back up here so I can play again. Alright, he has the opportunity to join this call if he wants to now. So, hey, there he is. Welcome, Bite Binge. I'm going to go ahead and update my title here.
Just let some guy who's an idiot join his stream.
I think I have to reduce the game audio here.
Am I too loud?
No, you're not too loud. You're not loud enough. So
I can increase the volume of my voice.
that is good if you talk like that, but I don't know if I can get into settings in the battle, but eventually I'm going to reduce the audio of this. You can change the battle speed there, but no, you can't go into settings until afterwards. So after this fight, I will change the audio so the Bite doesn't sound so muffled. Alright, so anyway, a lot of thinking goes into play of how to mitigate damage to yourself.
You bitch.
Happens in here. Damn, Sada ____, right off the bat, without any fucking hesitation, the subscription is in. You are a fucking legend. Thank you for that shit, bitch.
I think it was.
Appreciate it.
mainly me. Just-
Please,
it's mainly my low droning voice, low key droning voice. That
let
got
me
the
introduce
subscription, I think.
my fucking streaming partner Bite Binge, who is out there on this telephone call here. He plays with me every Saturday night, 10:30 or 10 until whenever at night. We usually stream for about 4 hours, so you can hop in that. You can also go to the old VODs. There are a lot of good ones. If it says Dash Review on it, it's going to be one of these 1-hour format reviews. So those are good to look at. And then you can also go to Real Dr. Trans channel Bums Dumpster on YouTube to look at the entire Twitch archive from earlier than 60 days ago. So to get you updated with all that shit. And Bezos' money is the best money, so I prefer Prime subscriptions to all others. I don't want to break your bank, but I will use that money to enhance this stream as I have been since the dawn of me doing Twitch streams. Alright, anyway, I'm going to choose default here with her. She's going to fucking defend.
So are you reluctant to put Real Dr. Trans link on your about page because it's not your YouTube or what?
No, I'm not reluctant. I could put it on there. I just haven't done it.
Okay, so it's just laziness. So someone put a big clown in an oven, it looks like, and that's how you got that monster.
Yeah, it's
Stuffed them full of fudge.
it's a fucking drooling homunculus of some kind, and it's intimidating looking, but it's probably not so bad.
Well, I like how his skin has fallen off his leg to reveal an elephant foot.
Yes, it's a lot of detail they put in the character modeling here, and indeed, this was a previously abused African elephant, minus the tusks, because obviously the ivory was harvested. So, anyway, We're gonna start trying to actually do something here, so I'm going to brave it up here, put her in debt 1, she can attack 3 times. We're gonna try to figure out if any of these guys have a weakness to axes, which it doesn't look like anything's showing any weaknesses like I would have hoped, so
You would think water would be a weakness of the really depressed fire enemies. I've never seen a fireball look so depressed, by the way.
Yeah, they're pretty sad. They don't like being in this fucking dungeon. Alright, so we're gonna do everything we can to fucking take this homunculus out here.
But it's funny because they found like each like sad fireball found 3 other fireball friends. You know what I mean? And they just hang out together. But apparently you can't hang out in more than 4s.
Yeah,
You're
and
sad fireball.
it's like being friends with a bunch of goths. They enjoy being depressed together, sharing in that experience. All right.
Oh my god, his pus just erupted out of one of his boils and got on you.
He's nasty. He's a nasty bitch. So let's
Hey, maybe there's a good guy caught in that throbbing cyst that he has on his back. There could be like an innocent person in there.
So you have to hit X instead of the right button to target everybody. We're gonna try to freeze these guys several times. So once you go into debt like this, the enemy will absolutely pound your ass. That is the consequence of going into debt, just like in real life. So Jeremy, the only one left with any points to use, will now attempt to slice this fucking zombie down. We do have the hit point information of this guy, so I don't think he's going to be able to do 800 damage here. It's probably about 620. Oh, so close. Just not there. So now we will be pounded. Oh, got a dead guy now. So that person's debt is paid, and that one's debt is paid. That is a dead enemy.
Explain what the debt being paid means.
Meaning every turn that goes by when you're in debt will add to your brave points until you reach 0. Once you've reached 0, you can take a turn. So see, her turn is now available. She can now do one single action. And since this is at 196, it's not weak against Axe though. So let's go against the Tetra Element. Did not get it. And they can also go into debt as well. The enemy can, and they also can store their points in a savings account. It's a very economy-based game. We're in fucking trouble. No, I'm not Daijobu, you stupid bitch. Getting fucking killed by basic enemies. How can I even fucking hope to kill the boss? I've been disembodied here. The exact thing I need. Alright, it's going into debt. And it is now taken 2 turns, and it will slay us? No. Oh, it will slay us. Yep, we are slain. Very, very close, but no cigar there. So again, I probably spent about 10 hours grinding in this, and still I'm getting just absolutely waxed.
Moog is back.
Who is? Moog has been back for a while, yes. Yes, in fact...
No, but he's back again.
What do you mean? I don't see Moog.
It's a... Never mind. It's a different name.
Is Sada Moog? I don't get it.
It's Vega Moog.
Yes, Vagabond Moog is there, but I don't see that in the chat. How are you seeing that?
Because it was on your alert, but you didn't see it because you don't look at your alerts.
Oh, Vagabond Moog followed me. I see. I don't know why the follow box didn't show up or say anything. Let me see this.
It showed up, but I don't know if it said anything because I'm not listening.
Oh, there it is. No, I mean, it just didn't. I didn't hear it. Maybe the sound of me saying "you bitch." It was an intense fight. Anyway.
Yeah, the you bitch does sort of blend into what you're saying anyway.
Exactly. It sounds just like I'm talking. I felt like it was part of my actual conversation. Alright, we're going to try that again. If I can't defeat a basic fight, there's no chance I'm gonna have at this boss. But the thing is, grinding in this game is ineffective unless you're grinding at the level that you're trying to pass. So if you ground for 10 hours at the beginning, you're going to gain like 2 levels at the most, but you'll get all those job points. So your abilities will unlock, but you're not going to get very far. And it seems, that as I play this, that grinding is definitely a part of this. This is not like Final Fantasy V, where I can run through the whole thing without grinding. And I'm sure there's fucking speedrunners and people who are more proficient at this shit that can do it, but I can't. So we're gonna try again. And I even
So this
started
is on
that...
Steam now?
Yeah, this is on Steam, and it's also on PlayStation, I believe.
So what am I supposed to do with my 3DS copy?
You have a 3DS copy of this game,
Yeah?
of Bravely Default 2.
Might be the first one.
It's the first one. Because Bravely Default 2 is not available on 3DS that I understand. I mean, look at these graphics. There's no way they ported that to that. But could be wrong. I've been wrong before. So
His drool must be like really, really thick.
it is. It refuses to go down. It's like natto. You ever had natto?
No.
Consider yourself blessed. That shit's disgusting. But it looks like his drool. It's like he just ate a big fucking styrofoam canister of it and then couldn't keep it down, just like myself. I can't keep it down, so it comes right back out. And it will hang. Even if it hits the table after it comes out of your mouth, there will be a strand that will refuse to break until you touch it with your hand, and then your hand will stink like fucking feet for the next fucking week, even if you wash it. Natto is not advised from this fucking, perspective here. No fucking way.
So
Alright,
to
so
me, it'd be cool
delicacy is
if a
on the way.
physical attack, from one of your guys could, like, he just runs and jumps and grabs onto the drool and swings
Look at
and
this.
kicks into
This
the
is the
stomach
most-
of the enemy.
This is the most fucking diarrhea shit.
You know what I mean? Wouldn't
This
that be
shit
cool?
sells on the market.
It'd be
My
cool.
fucking special
You know what else is cool?
dish. Look at
Fucking
this
shrimp
shit.
entrails going down your throat.
Fucking diarrhea shit.
That's cool. Alright. There it is. The shrimp shit. On demand. On demand. You can get the shrimp shit whenever you fucking have points to do so. Alright, back to the fucking battle at hand here. We're gonna try a non-debted approach because debt is a killer in all aspects of life. So I recommend not going into debt because you saw what happens when you do that. Instead, it's better to defend, save up some points at the beginning in many of these cases. That way you can do things like cure when you need to. But if you want to do a finishing blow or get something done quickly, you can go into debt. And that can make the difference, really. Sometimes. Alright. And this guy will attack for us regardless of whether or not we are saving up. Alright, I think we're all slowed now. I can't see any status effects, so maybe it didn't work. I have no idea what the fuck that spittle did, but it sure... it can be worth it to finish off a character, for example, that one right there that is about to attack. We could prevent that attack right now by going into some debt and using magic. So I'm not going to go into debt. I'm going to bring this guy to 0 and try some Lazara magic on this guy, and it probably won't finish him off if I have that kind of luck. We'll see. Oh, it definitely fucked him up.
Well, what you could do is make the fireball guys more depressed by playing like the Cure or something. Or maybe they'll just, you
I
know...
could cast the Cure. I'm sure that would make them thrilled. Alright, we're gonna attack this guy. A half damage for Axis. That sucks.
But you might accidentally just select normal Cure in your magic.
So now that we have that damage,
instead of the Cure, and then you have to put maybe in parentheses the band when you select the ability or spell. That way people won't get confused that
so we want to use
actually
this.
curing instead of selecting the Cure.
We want to use this sword on the homunculus because it's weak against swords, which we know from the last fight. And once the weakness has been established, it should appear after it's been learned. That bitch got to attack. Now we need to cure that guy ASAP.
Now, if you could
Oh,
summon Robert Smith from the
fuck me.
cure also, I think that would double your hit points against your enemy.
To do what? To do what?
If you could summon the lead singer of the Cure, Robert Smith, and then he'll kill those depressed Fireball guys.
He'd kill them.
Well, they would kill themselves after listening to his lyrics.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I'll give you that. Unfortunately, that's not an option in this game. That's one strike against it, actually. So let's finish this guy off, I guess. I don't think I have any revive, but I might. We'll see. Just kill these depressed fireballs. Now we only have the homunculus to deal with. It has used. Oh, see, okay, so the spittle actually inflicts poison status and missed the first time, so that's what happened there. Alright, so at this point, it's time to lay into this guy. Won't be able to do a whole lot, but he's only weak against swords.
Are they going for like an Akira skin effect with his arm there?
I don't know, it kind of ripples like an ocean of scaly or
Waving
flesh or whatever.
yeah, crawling down the arm.
Veiny flesh. It's not scaly at all. It's veiny.
You said wavy. Wavy is what.
Yeah, I'm saying veiny. There's lots of
veiny.
He's very veiny. There's lots of blood flowing.
Yeah, the veins look like they're like literally on the exterior of his skin as opposed
it's
to like.
exactly like a fucking old person. Like this is what it looks like right before you go to the grave if you die of old age.
Varicose veins. Wasn't it like one of the Ren Stimpy episodes where you could purchase varicose veins to put on your legs so you look older?
Wow, that'd be a great way if you could put them on your hands and face to get alcohol under age. Someone should
Varicose veins. Varicose veins.
Someone should definitely deal with that and make that a product. That's a good idea. Another one from Byte Binge that will probably never be patented and never see the light of day. Alright, so who are we with? Adele? Adele is the one that has all the sword damage. We're gonna go all the way in debt with her and try to knock this guy down a peg.
Adele's already in debt? I thought she was making so much money from her music.
Well,
is that why she wrote that song In the Deep?
Her new boyfriend spent all of her money.
Oh man, not again!
Yep, that's just what happens. Fucking men, right? What the fuck? Alright, so 354 hit points, that should be doable. I'm pretty sure that Phoenix Downs in this game absolutely suck because they're not very available. Also, unlike Chrono Trigger, I'm pretty sure people do not regenerate when they come up. They also do not gain experience or job points. They die in the battle.
So when she was doing the song like Rolling in the Deep, that's about being in debt, I assume.
Maybe so. I don't know. I don't claim to know the inside story of Adele. What I do know is that she certainly has improved her physical condition significantly, and good for her.
What Wartrill brought up.
Always good to do. It's something I'm sure Byte could aspire to.
What? Why do you say that?
I mean, everyone could get a little bit better physical condition, even myself. I'm just
Sounds
saying
like
she
you're
did
saying
it. She
I was
actually
overweight,
did it.
which
was.
Yeah.
I don't think I was saying that. Just saying, I'm not saying that you were overweight. Nope, not saying that at all. I'm gonna fucking put a correction on that statement right there.
Well, your statement was past tense, so you were saying I was overweight.
Oh, I was saying that
I'm
you
referencing
are
a past
overweight.
statement,
is what you're
which
saying.
therefore
that
I'm
statement,
using the
though,
correct verbiage.
was an inference, not a direct statement, and I deny
It was
all
not
culpability
imperative, no.
in your
It
accusation.
was inference.
You
yes.
are in a court of
Inference
law.
versus
does
imperative.
Not hold
There's
up.
a difference.
It's less than hearsay. Why am I storing shit in the fridge? Oh, Vagabond Mood. Dude, Vagabond Mood, my sewer has been fucked. I've been having to get that shit serviced. It's finally, I think, fixed. I think my sewer line is good to go. So now I can take huge dumps once again. So let me look at these items and see if they're... Oh, I guess Phoenix Downs are not a problem. So that should be good. I should be able to tent here. Are tents a problem? Tents might be a problem. Nope, they're not a problem either. We're gonna get that tent going. I will show you how fucking nasty this boss is, and then we'll determine whether or not that's even a fucking thing that we can deal with. I think options is where we save. It is. As you can see, the interface is very snappy. There's no loading and shit that's unnecessary, so that's all good. If you're into fucking a weirder style of turn-based RPG where you get to go into debt, then this might be for you. It's certainly not easy, so that's a good fucking plus. I hate fucking easy RPGs. It's like, alright, I'm here for the story now, and that's pretty much it if it's easy. So this one, at least on the onset, for me, it's not been easy to do. There's been a lot of challenge involved. As you can see with even the basic fight that I attempted with this. If you make a wrong decision, you will be punished. You'll be punished heavily. And when you're grinding, you definitely want to do so next to one of these fucking save points so you can get a tent up and get yourself back to working order. I forgot whether a tent actually cures your death status, so next time we'll have a look at that as well. Let's go see this boss. You'll see a little bit of story here. It will not make that much difference. This guy is fucking gay.
You gotta look at your comments every once in a while.
If you have spoilers that you don't want, this is not really going to spoil anything, but you may want to fucking just mute the fucking audio and look away for a minute. What were you saying?
You gotta at least reference some of your comments a little more often. You got a big backlog.
Do I? Okay. Okay, everyone's saying that you're as skinny as shit.
See, there you go.
There you go. And fatty loads in the holy bowl.
See, you missed out on that one.
I'd have to ask the Pope, I guess. I don't know. I mean, he's got to do it somewhere. That stuff doesn't stop coming out. I mean, it's either...
Hey, when the Pope flushes, is it holy water that goes down the drain?
I think it's holy shit. Holy shit!
Oh my God, you're right.
But anyway, I mean, men produce fucking jism. That's what they do, unless they have some sort of defect. And there is nothing that a man can do less cutting his nuts off that will stop this shit from happening. Now, you could be as celibate as you want, which who knows how celibate the fucking Pope is. You know, the Catholic Church, after all. But he seems like a decent Pope compared to every other fucking Pope I've ever seen. But regardless, even if he doesn't jerk it, which he probably does, I mean, I don't know what the fuck the Pope does this fucking life. But even if he doesn't jerk it into the holy bowl, it has to go into the holy underwear or the holy robe or whatever the fuck he sleeps in.
Or holy sock.
Or the holy sock, yes, if he's jerking it. But it's going somewhere. That shit is there. There is a steady supply of that shit going, because that stuff goes till you're 90 years old. You could have fucking varicose veins coming out of your dick, and you're still producing that shit. Just fucking saying. Just a fucking factoid for you. Anyway, let's continue on.
Welcome, Jay Huntunen.
Yes, welcome.
Who is a fan of your YouTubes.
Fucking A, dude. Every time someone from back when comes in here, it fucking fills my heart with fucking blood.
Jism.
Not with jism. I think that would kill you, I guess. Getting, like, main veining fucking jizz? I wonder if someone's done that. I can't
You've opened yourself up with that pause.
I cannot believe that would be good for your white blood cell count. But I could be wrong. Shit. Maybe that's the cure for COVID. Fuck, someone should fucking post that to an anti-vax site. That they should just, well, it's a vaccination, though, if you do that. So I guess they wouldn't buy it. They'd be like, what the fuck?
Did you see, like, recently some article somewhere, I don't know, I could look at the news
Something
source.
about piss, right?
It said that, like, milk and Benadryl is 99% effective on combating COVID in your system.
Milk and Benadryl. It's also 99% effective at fucking make you sleep on the job. Great. So that's a convenient fucking reason to fucking take a nap, I guess. But anyway, I've only got 10 minutes left of this review, so I gotta keep this fucking rolling.
さあ共に楽しもうではありませんかグローリア王女
They named this asshole Orpheus. Orpheus is a Greek hero who descended into hell to get his fucking girlfriend back out of there after she died, and is the only mortal in Greek mythology to ever descend into Hades and return alive. But they fucking named this piece of shit after him. Fucking Orpheus. Doesn't that be the blue pill, please?
He names himself Orpheus because he likes it in every orifice.
I would say Urusei, but whatever. Usai means you're noisy, you're fucking full of... I guess you could translate shut up, whatever. He didn't say anything about nobody stopping him in that sentence, just to let you know. There's a lot of liberties taken in the translation in this game right over here. I'm telling you, if you do speak Japanese, you'll flinch a couple times every time you play it. Wow, he got a very interesting battle background here.
Oh no, it's the circle in PUBG, it's getting closer.
It does look like the circle in PUBG. Unfortunately, positioning is not a thing in this. That'd be awesome. Gloria Ojo! A fucking piece of shit. Over dramatic bitch. He's going into debt! He's got a bunch of bitches though! So he has enhanced these bitches with Bard abilities. When I finally beat this asshole, I will gain the Bard jobs. Spoiler warning. But, and I gave you the warning after I told you what it was. Okay, yeah, you can stack buffs. Thanks for that. Alright. So we've got these fucking putt enemies we have to deal with. I don't know what they're weak against, so that sucks. Initial instinct is to go into debt, but I'm not going to, so let's throw a Thundara out there. See how well that fares. Yeah, we got vulnerable birds. That's good for me. He counters magic, so that sucks balls. Alright. Now we should axe down. We need to cure pretty regularly in this, especially Elvis. You can't rename the other characters in this, by the way, or I would have done that. Alright, let's try a sword attack on this fucking thing. That did not...
You ever think about if they had a bard like in the Lord of the Rings movies? And so like in the scene where they have the council where they're going to have the fellowship go to Mordor, and they'd be like, you've got my sword, and my axe, and my mandolin!
Yeah, Tolkien had more...
looks at him.
Tolkien had more sense than that, honestly. One of the things that is annoying about this, but I think it can be removed, is the fact that the help tip obscures the rest of the menu. So that's something, probably you can set that, so I'm not going to fault it yet. Alright, well, who am I on? Alright, Jeremy's turn. What can you do? Got all this shit you can do.
But think about if you had like the bard, like even like when
not a lot here.
When Boromir is gonna steal the ring from like Frodo, and so it's just following Boromir, and Boromir's going to steal the ring from young little Frodo.
Right.
He's gonna rip it from his hand
and
and chop off his hands and legs. It's like, shut up.
God damn it! Even with the very heavy focus on curing that piece of shit. Do we have Raise? We sure the fuck don't! So, if I don't use a Phoenix down on that asshole, he ain't coming back. We need him.
If you don't resurrect someone, they do not come back to life. That's a good point, Book number 1.
If you don't use Phoenix down, actually. You can resurrect people in numerous ways, Bite Binge. That's what I was fucking saying.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Explain it. Explain yourself.
I just
How
did.
you resurrect. Okay, what are the other ways?
God damn it, I forgot that guy was defending. Alright.
Maybe
so
because you're too busy arguing with an asshole that you forgot stuff.
that is absolutely the reason. This is not going well. Alright, she's gone ahead and withstood that. God damn it. Alright, who are we at? Not going well. We need to cure everybody. We need to do it with... God damn it. Alright, so let me show you if I can.
Why don't you resurrect without a Phoenix down?
I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to show you how to go into debt when you really need to go into debt.
I think I know how to go into debt. You spend more money than you have. Isn't that how you
Yeah,
do it?
that's what I just did. Alright, so watch this. I first use an item on this guy. Then I use cure on that guy. Then I use cure on everyone. Then I use cure on everyone again. This is how you, like, really fucking save the situation for a second. Probably should have spent an extra cure point on Gloria as well there. That was not efficient. It should have been Gloria that got the cure. But anyway, that bastard's almost dead again. Alright, so... This bitch has black magic too. I did not realize that. So let's use... Oh, she don't have Blizzard. Guy's defense has been lowered significantly. Let's get rid of these birds. At least one of them.
You know, it's sexist to call women birds, right?
I don't even understand that comment. That was a pretty good move to do right there. God damn, thank you for the follow, slug__boy. You bitch.
When one underscore won't suffice.
You gotta use two. It's the only way. I mean, I've seen it before, and that's what fucking happened. Alright, so, fucking... 3 minutes left. This is not good.
I know you can fail in time.
I
to
probably
end the stream.
can. I think
you can fail in time to end
I
the
think
stream.
I
I'm
can
sure
fail
you
in
can.
time.
I believe in you.
I believe in myself as well for this particular instance. Let's just go into some debt here and kill this thing.
So you should have a stock podcast or stream channel about going into debt and how to do it.
I think vulnerable to spears as well. Alright, he's using his shit. Gonna be more songs for his fucking minions here. Adele is the only one left that can do anything. And she's gonna have to cure if she can. I don't even know if she can do that.
Why doesn't he even play his little harp thing when he does his
We do
music
not
attack?
have cure first. The only items will do.
I mean, is that hard to animate him, like, stringing the strings? Plucking
I don't
the
have
strings,
any
mean?
potions. I literally don't have... Oh, I do. Okay.
You don't have any emotions?
Potions, you dumb shit. Alright, so now we're fully in debt, so we're gonna get the shit pounded out of us now. Alright, he's in debt now. Still fucking buffing the shit out of everything. Ugh.
I've never
That's
seen
one
so much
down.
buffing in my life.
They haven't even started doing turns yet. Like, the turns haven't even started going yet. That's what would have happened if we didn't go into debt. Alright, we got one guy left. There's no chance. Alright, you're right, I can fail in time. So, let's go back to the old fucking GameStop here and I'll give my fucking final thoughts on this. This is a pretty good game. I like that it's challenging. It does cause a lot of grinding to happen. If you don't want to grind, you're going to have a very challenging time going through, which is kind of fun. The story so far is good. I have heard, and this is the part that's a real spoiler that you probably don't want to hear, but I have to say it anyway. I can't confirm it either. But I've heard that the second half of this game is kind of like, it kind of repeats itself. Like the game repeats itself. What's what I heard. And that it's a very long, hard thing to deal with. And I've heard it's kind of like Ghosts and Goblins. So, I'm not really looking forward to that aspect of this if it's true, but I can't confirm or deny that shit. And I've heard it about this one. Again, I have no knowledge of the first game. Actually, Byte has knowledge of the first game. Did that happen in the first game, Byte, that you have for the 3DS? Did you drop off the call? You piece of shit.
I was muting you, so I didn't have to hear what your spoiler was.
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't... Okay, well, now I have to fucking tell you again. In the first game, is it like...
Now I gotta mute you again,
no,
right?
You dumb shit. Listen. In the first game, did it act like Ghosts and Goblins and make you play through the game again to get the right ending?
I didn't actually play it very much, so...
There you go. You heard it from Byte first. He does not know shit. So...
There you go.
Anyway.
Yep, I will admit it. I could have made up something, but...
So, at this point, would I play this? Yes, I'll fucking play it. It's good. But there is that caveat that is a possibility that I can't confirm or deny that it could be like Ghosts and Goblins. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil anything else about it, but I've heard some things. So anyway, that fucking concludes this review of Bravely Default. Bitch. Have a fucking good rest of your day and lick my nuts.